sort of everything in general.
Alright then. That's okay. So what I'm gonna do is, I mean, it was for like 2 hours or so, so we'll play until like 10:15.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will play like 4 or 5 games. I'll try and get a handle on what's going on.
Yeah.
You just try and play the best you can, and I'm gonna try and see what you're doing that can really be like fixed.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Survival.
Let's see. What the hell is my tab on? There we go. Standard. We'll just go cloud to start with, and we'll work from there.
Okay, I won't have to chat up while I'm
Yeah, I
waiting to
mean,
distract me.
I've got the chat open myself, so I might respond to something in it, but it's unlikely.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
Just
let's
if I
let's
pop on
hope the
and play, it'll
connection's
distract
okay.
me.
Yeah, let's hope the connection's okay.
Yeah. Usually it's okay with the other people in Cambridge, so
Yeah, but I'm streaming as well.
that's true. But then that's upload speed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go.
Let's just take it before we. Let me just check it before we start. It's not good, but it's not awful.
No, yeah.
All right, it's playable. Let's go then. Oh, it keeps stuttering. Yeah. Ah, tried to roll behind it because I knew you were going to go for the grab. Yeah, good punish. Oh wow, okay. Now that's done. Alright,
Almost.
right, I'm gonna shut down my the Twitch stuff. I'm gonna try and turn as much off of the on my end of the internet as I can because it wasn't great.
No, yeah.
Oh, I think I've just had my housemates come home. Anyway, yeah, no, that was okay. Hopefully, I've turned the Wi-Fi off stuff, so hopefully the internet will be a bit better.
Yeah. I don't know if there's much I can do on my end. Because,
I mean,
families on it.
yeah, no, that's okay. I'm just turning all of the things I can off, like my phone and my laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's try it again and see if it does continue to be bad. I'll just stop streaming it and hope that makes it better, and we can keep saying in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll just go again. We'll play a couple of games. I say we play like half an hour worth of games, and then from there I can start really teaching you what to do.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. All right. What a good nap.
It's worse on the budget.
No, his SDI is on another level. Oh no, where are you going?
No, it was.
Oh, what? How did it suddenly become 2
I was
minutes?
about to say, it's changed to...
How did that happen? Alright, whatever.
Rip.
That must be a glitch, because I don't think either of
Yeah.
us changed it.
No.
No.
I won't.
Free for all.
Yes, it's on your end to change it, so...
Okay. Yeah.
Please.
What? Okay, now it's changed. That took like a second to change.
Yeah.
Would it make a difference if I hosted?
If the connection does stay bad, then we'll try that. But you know, we should be okay.
Yeah, because it might take a bit of strain off your end.
I mean, it shouldn't work like that, but it might do. I don't know.
Yeah.
No! Almost throw. was a little bit unnerving. Oh god, what a punish.
Well, don't do it.
Safe on block, boys! Oh jeez.
No. You didn't even put the other there. To be honest, the other hiccup is probably the case.
Yep. Oh jeez. Alright. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
The winner is Lucas.
So I'm going to use my mobile data and get the chat up on that. I don't think there's anyone else watching though.
Yeah. I know Quirk popped in because I put it in the game group chat.
Yeah. Just set it to... No. Stop. There we go. Peach Master 3000. That would be Alistair.
Oh, that's Alistair.
Yeah.
Free for all.
It's done it again.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Are you the one to change it?
Yeah, I'm changing it this time. I don't know what's going on there, but...
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm beginning to get an idea of what needs to be done anyway, so it's okay. What cross slash?
Yeah.
You can't.
Would it be in if you're like getting like near?
You can't SDI it. There's no SDI multiplier on it. You can't SDI it. No. No, you've been lied to. It feels like one of the ones you should be able to, but there's actually nothing on it that makes it able to be SDI.
Sometimes you just get out of it.
Yeah, that's just because they've been hit by a certain hitbox of it. The one time you didn't do what I thought you were gonna do.
Well, what do you thought I was gonna do? Like,
I'll explain it to you after we're done playing for a bit. Really? Oh, please, F smash. I just need to tweak the way I'm playing slightly to deal with the stuff. By any chance, do you typically struggle with Marth and Lucina?
a bit.
Okay. What about characters with really fast buttons like Mario and Luigi?
I feel like I'm okay against like Mario. I don't know much about Luigi to play.
Okay. So I know my Cloud's my main character, but I am actually just going to go Lucina for a couple of games, see if I can see if I can exploit what I'm seeing a bit better with the character. In theory, I should be able to. Should have really put a notepad on my stream so I could write in things as I'm figuring them out, but yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
Oh jeez. Okay. Okay, I think we're okay. Kind of. That was some bad DI.
Yeah.
Oh, please. I was like, he's going to dash attack this because it's the only thing he can get me with here.
Yeah.
extended. Shame. Works with Ike.
No. Either way, I was dead.
Yeah. Alright, I know who I'm going to use. I'm going to go Corrin.
Oh no.
Alright, yeah, that's got the exact response I wanted. I'll be able to explain to you afterwards why you find this a struggle as well, so do not worry.
Shielding.
It's not about shielding, it's
Well, I mean, for the pins.
yeah, I mean, it's not the pins I mean, I can probably explain to you why that happens to you as well, because what I can tell from the way you're playing is it's probably going to get absolutely lit up by pin and like other Corrin things. I just have to make sure to play her as dishonest as humanly possible.
I mean, it happened on Floor Glory not too like the other day, so...
Yeah, okay. So I'll probably only do this for one game, then I'll start explaining some things to you.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
3, 2, 1, go!
I think Corrin catches.
Yeah. Yeah. Just let you rebel. Well, you deserve to die for that, frankly.
We can do more people.
I mean, you can't do much about that, but...
No.
Yeah, no, I'm just. This is just me figuring out what you're doing now.
I know it's because I was coming down with the hitbox.
Or at least you're aware of it. Nice. Ooh, very nice. Can't hate on that at all. Ah, I missed you. Well, it was meant to catch the roll, but you know what, I'll take it. Ha! Stab you in the back of the head. Oh, please. I meant to jump and air dodge, but the lag stole the air dodge. Alright, well, either way. What I am picking up off this is the fact that you are so aggressive. Like, no matter what situation you're in.
Yeah.
Except for, like, one weird exception where if you're already in a defensive option and you're under pressure. It's definitely a Lucas thing, and it irritates the shit out of me personally. Because I'm just there like, well, they're gonna do this, and then I'll just get caught by some intensely bullshit hitbox. Because that just happens with Lucas. Like, well, they'll come down with an aerial, and I'm like, well, they're unsafe here. Let me just punish this, and then they'll down tilt because they're all jabbing there, you know, because the buttons are ridiculous. That's me having an issue with Lucas though. But basically, you're picking aggressive options every time.
Yeah.
If I was a player better at adapting to general stuff, I would be blowing you up every single time. Yeah. So I mean, that's something to definitely watch out for. Anyway, it's just these like these aggressive landings. Like I ran up and countered and you forward at it. Like. Yeah. There were plenty of other times where if I should be really like looking to try and punish that more. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Lucina actually. I'll see if you can try and keep track of that, and I'm gonna try and punish it really hard at the instant I see some of that shit.
Yeah, I think what usually goes around in my head is that I'm always at a deficit, and I don't want to get like even behind because Lucas already.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's the Sonic mentality.
Yeah, I mean, like you're not playing against the Sonic, though, are you?
Yeah.
I mean that's all well and good for the Sonic matchup, but the mentality of oh no, I'm behind, I need to make sure I'm not even further behind, isn't a great one. Like no matter where you are percentage-wise, you still have to play the same solid game.
Yeah.
If you just go kind of a bit. If you kind of go a bit raggo just because you're behind, then you're going to struggle. Like, you've got good zoning tools in PK Fire and Zair, like... Rolling out after that third hit's pretty good, by the way. But see, those were those aggressive options that got you hit twice more. See what I mean? Yeah. In positions like that, pivot grab is definitely a better option. Landing option.
Yeah. I noticed it after I did it.
Yeah. Catch. Oh, DI that way. Yeah. Yeah, that was just unfortunate.
Yeah.
So I mean, the fact that you're noticing that you're doing these aggressive options a lot is good. Because like, in neutral, it's fine going for these like aggressive option and then aggressive option to follow up. In neutral, that's mostly okay because I'm not really in the position to deal with it for the most part. If you're in a position where you can space a forward air and then down tilt right after, I'm just there like, well, that sucks. Like unless I've got the most ridiculous out of shield options like Bayonetta.
Yeah.
But when you're in disadvantaged state and you come down with something, I have the to make a terrible prequel meme. I have the higher ground. You're the one in the disadvantaged state. You're coming to me, and you've got very few options.
Yeah.
Also, while it's working, you're getting away with it, but you're getting up the ledge normally a lot.
Yeah, I know.
And I understand Lucas. Lucas get up attack isn't the greatest. His roll is just average, and then he hasn't exactly got the greatest options out of a ledge jump. You have
That's
to be.
probably more of a habit thing.
Yeah.
Is that I do it so much that I just like automatically do it.
Yeah. I mean, we all have the habits off the ledge. It's just making yours less obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. You can do stuff like ledge jumping is normally like people think that like normal get up is the safest option, but by now there's tech to cover normal get up.
Yeah.
So ledge jumping is just jumping off the ledge is normally the best option if there's like platforms for you to recover to.
Yeah.
So I picked Smash Wheel, so you can hopefully try and be aware of where the platform is and then try and land on it.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Nice.
Is that a 2-frame?
Yeah. Are you really gonna do this? See, that was good. You were in a really tough situation there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way it could have worked.
Yeah. Oh no. Nice. Again. Aggressive option into aggressive option. We went for another aggressive option. Ugh. Good air dodge. If you would have tried to down air, you would have got hit by that. What were you coming up with there? Were you just jumping, or?
It was meant to be a jump air dodge, but I guess because of Wi-Fi.
Yeah, possibly. But yeah, like definitely the key thing is these aggressive options.
Yeah, it's just like this left way enough, like, you know, road to get it out.
Yeah.
Because if you like realize it and then sort of leave it for a few days, you'll just carry on doing it.
Yeah. Honestly, in situations like this, the thing that is the most helpful is just to get slapped by someone really good repeatedly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really good enough to do that. But, like, if you get someone who does that to you, you're just like, okay, I really need to sort this out.
Yeah.
So I've gone Roy just because he's fun, but I can do the same sort of thing with Roy as well.
Yeah,
But, like, let it be known I'm explicitly going to look to try and super armor through an attack with up B.
Okay.
So, don't let that happen to you.
Yep.
Like, I'll probably get killed for doing an up B in a bad place, but it's literally, I'm literally just trying to prove a point.
Yeah, no.
None of that shit, thanks. Goddamn fat kid. Good air dodge though. You didn't do it.
What was I going to do there?
I thought you were going to come down with an aerial. It would have hit your back air.
I keep doing F smashes without tilts.
Oh, really?
I guess they're both.
No, good. That was aggressive option to aggressive option again. Like, you think of it this way, as long as you don't do something hilariously punishable and you cross up with it, like, you won't ever expect them to, like, try and grab, so shielding after one of these things is normally a decent option. Oh, you just got unlucky there. I'm assuming you cancelled the air dodge into a Yeah. Oh, safe. Miller just hosted me. That's cool. So, watch me play laggy games. But, yeah, so I did get you with the up B once.
Yeah.
Well, like, you were better that time.
You could have got me with the up B, but
yeah, there were plenty of times where I could have done it, but I wasn't fast enough on it. But that's fine. But you didn't give me as many opportunities as you normally give me, so I don't mind that. Right, so I'll play one more, and then I'll like load up my classroom. So you'll have to turn on the stream to see it. Although you'll be behind now, I think, about it, because
well, it's only like 5 seconds or whatever.
Ah, okay, that's fine. Then you'll be able to see roughly what's going on. But yeah, once so I'll load that up and I'll basically explain the situation to you. And hopefully with that I'll be able to, like, you'll be able to, like, critically think of what you can do yourself.
I don't think I've got as much an air dodge habit as I did.
Yeah, no, you don't really have an air dodge habit anymore. You have a A button habit.
Yeah.
I want no part of that, thanks. Oh, what were you supposed to do there?
I was meant to try and do a pivot grab.
Oh. Yeah. Nice again. Good, you didn't do it. Oh my god. Yeah, you should have. God, no. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just going to let you come back. Nice. See, that was good. You kind of waited and made me hang myself. Oh, I can feel cheated. Oh, come on! YOLO! Yeah, I figured it happened again. Alright, so we'll drop that for a little bit. If you turn on the stream and we can chat about stuff, I'll load up my classroom.
Alright, it might take me a while.
It's fine. I'll give it a couple of... I'll give it like 20 seconds or so. Oh, the Smash GG page screwed up again. I'll sort that out after this lesson. Alright, so... So I'm actually going to go back into another game, just so I have something to draw on. Can you do me a solid and turn off the timer? Just leave it at stocks.
It is on stocks.
Yeah, I mean, but turn the timer off to infinite.
Yeah. So infinite time. 2 stocks still?
Yeah, just leave it at 2 stocks. The stock doesn't matter. We're not going to use it. I need like a canvas.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, cool. Right. Let's just test. Yeah, it's working. Awesome.
Alright, yeah, I can see that.
Fantastic. Okay, so situations in which you have been struggling have included situations where we are fairly close like this, and you're kind of here like, what do I do? At situations where we're about this close, you're like, cool, let me just, you look at it and you're like, cool, let me just get my fire out and go PK fire. Like, that can be a rope snake as well because they're the same color. So at these sorts of ranges, yeah, it's longer than that. Yeah, there we go. This, draw a little snake tongue. There we go. So you're not bothered by this sort of range because you know me as Roy can't do anything about here. You're okay working in this range. You're pretty much okay with that. It's the issue when we get to here that you are now struggling because you're now too close for the rope snake to really be like a good strategy. PK fire is now mad punishable, so you're not sure what to do. Now this is inherently a weak spot for Lucas. Anyone who's standing this far or close to Lucas is immediately a threat. Key reasons for that being is that Lucas's main zoning tools are of course PK fire and Zair. Both of them require you to essentially be coming down from the air with them. This is the same sort of issue that Zero Suit has, in that she she needs to land with her stuff, so she can't really. Her pressure's not the greatest. If you're following me, the reason what I was hitting you with a lot of with Roy was I was getting in between your gaps. You were doing you would go like a PK fire and go for another one, and in that period I'd run in and do that. People complain about Roy a lot, say he's bad, but the fact is he's one of the fastest running characters in the game, and he's also got one of the highest air speeds, which means that his mobility, his burst movement as a whole is really good. It's not like Falcon good, but it's still insane. Yeah. So he was going to be able to cut you out of the air for doing that sort of stuff, and even if it's only a sour spot hit, it doesn't matter. So you really need to work on what you're going to do once they're in a situation where it's like, okay, how am I going to get them out of this position that I don't like? There's a study I always used to hear. I'm going to move out a little bit actually, just so we can see this properly. Where characters have zones, they're normally referred to as like green or red zones. So I'm going to say that Lucas's green zone is. Let me just change the color. There we go. So his green zone's like here. He likes them when they're here. Obviously, everyone in the game pretty much likes it when their opponent's up here. Lucas doesn't really mind about people over here. I mean, like these areas at the top here, these are green zones, but this one up here is green for everyone. Yeah. This bit's like more Lucas specific. We'll just draw a little like ice cream here for him. So Lucas likes this bit. This bit that I've labelled up here is more of a yellow zone. Like, no one can really do anything to here. Like, if we look at it in another way, if you've... Like, I'm just going to move forward. If you've got them over here, that's a red... That's obviously a bad position for them. Because, you know, they're off stage. These are like universal green and red zones. But the key thing to think about is the ones along the floor in this situation. Your red zone is here. You don't like anyone being right on top of you like this, because, well, but like, I mean, I suppose actually now I look at it, how do I undo that particular one? I can't do it without deleting the rest of it. So to redo that, like in a normal situation, this is kind of a green zone as well, provided you're not on the defensive. Because your out of shield game's not good. Your shield grab is bad ultimately. Then your fastest thing out of that is like a jab, which is admittedly it's a frame 9 out of shield option, but it's still not that great. So if you've got people sat in this area right here, people are gonna look to be here, and you're gonna be really sad when they're there. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. So like, out of jab range, but
yeah, basically it's basically your effective close range is not. Yeah. It's beyond your effective close range, but it's also too close for you to effectively use your zoning tools.
Yeah.
So when they've got you there, you need to think about what you want to do. If they are stood here, you're like, I can't just throw out a move, but I also can't let him come any closer. What am I going to do? And a lot of Lucas's defaults, particularly mid and low level Lucas's, they'll opt for Nair on shield. They'll be like, well, I'm gonna go on the offensive when they're there. This is what is the general thought process. If I go towards them, they've got to shield, which is why a lot of Lucas's tend to like aggressive options. By the way,
and then it's unsafe on shield.
Yeah, and then it's unsafe on shield. And like a good player will like rip you up for it, or a mediocre player using a character who's good out of shield.
Yeah.
So I feel like what would benefit you is sort of learning how to mix that up neutral wise. Because I didn't really punish it like all that well, but like I did it with Roy a little bit. But it's sort of thing that I explain to Burning when when I watch him play, because it's a much more extreme case with Duck Hunt. Because Duck Hunt is more like that, because everything's so goddamn slow.
Yeah.
Like they can't throw in it. Like so if you just look at it, think of it this way: unless they're like a slow character, if they're here, you can't really throw a PK fire.
No.
If they're here, then Zera is pretty much out of the question. So if you can kind of try and keep a mental note of when your zoning tools become go offline, essentially. Because you've got other things as well. Your forward tilt is very safe on block. Your down tilt, the thing is, everyone who isn't like Marth or Bayonetta has to see your down tilt and be like, I can't deal with that. I'm just gonna get away. So that's obviously that's like a huge thing. That's the trade-off about his grab, by the way. Like his grab's bad, but his close poking tools are great.
Yeah, people do try function that
yeah. And if you do get someone who is in this red area, and you know they are just looking for you to do something to try and come and hit you. So for example, if I was stood like here. I suppose I forgot the thing shrinks with size, but like here, we'll ignore the drawing. Yeah. So if I'm sat like here, like I'm looking for you to do something. I'm like, come on, press a button so I can hurt you for it. Your instant forward air, while it's not exactly going to be safe on block, it will stuff any attempt because the hitbox on it is pretty much amazing.
Yeah.
So you can immediately throw out a forward air. So if I was to run forward and like come for you, you can just like forward them and just be like, no, get out of here. And you can go back to your zoning. Your offensive game, I don't have any issue with most of it. Your combo game is strong. I mean, it's pretty standard Lucas offense, so I'm not a huge problem with it.
Yeah. I know. I go for like the old footstool, but I don't keep going.
Yeah. I mean, if you can get it consistently, then great. But yeah, of course, it's
at the people I play at the moment, they like don't SDI, so I don't really have any for it.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. I mean, just try and make sure you always get consistent damage off your stuff, and then you're fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, nair to up there is pretty true. Up and down throw at low percent, so that's a 40%.
Yeah, that's chill. Do those then. The only thing offense-wise that I think you need to do is once they're above like 80%, like, yeah, even as low as 80%, like when you grab them, think, okay, what do I want from this? Because obviously you've got the kill confirmed down throw up air, but I've seen you down throw me at situations where it wasn't the right option.
Yeah.
Like all four of you, like Lucas, in my opinion, has the best throws period in the game.
Yeah.
Like for singles anyway. For doubles, I think Ike does. But for singles, his throws are amazing. His back and forth throws send them way off stage. Even if near-ish the ledge. Up throw is obviously a potent kill throw, and down throw is one of the best combo tools in the game. So when you grab them, you do have enough time to think, what do I want here? What is going to be my best course of action? And you can even think like out of a down throw, it's like, well, they don't want to get comboed here, so they're going to air dodge. And then you can try and spike them if you grab them near the ledge or something. And then you feel like the coolest man on the planet.
Or if, like, I automatically go for combos, but then I could also just go forward back throw for like stage advantage or edge guarding.
Yeah. Like Lucas's edge guarding is mostly PK Thunder.
Yeah.
But he does have the ability to go and actually chase. It's again, edge guarding is a completely character dependent endeavor. Like if you're Lucas, like there's no point in going off stage versus say Bayonetta or Zero Suit because you're not gonna hit them.
No.
You just like try and annoy them with stuff, but don't commit to dumb things because then you'll end up getting reverse edge guarded.
Yeah. Yeah,
exactly. For characters who have like really predictable recoveries, go for it. Like ruin their life.
Yeah.
The key thing to talk about for you though is your defensive game. Once you've been hit, you seem to struggle.
Yeah.
Now that's normal, by the way. It's normal to struggle in that situation. That's where most people like are bad. Even at like my level, you get people who you're just like, what are you doing? And that mostly comes with knowledge of what each opposing character can do after hitting you. Like, for example, I mean, I'm sure you've not played against much Roy other than me, maybe. And what you gotta think about is like, if he's landed a thing, like what situation are you in? If I've grabbed you and I've down thrown you, you've got to think, what could they do here? What options can I do to avoid his stuff? And if he reads that option, what will he do? Now, for the record, against Roy, because he's not the greatest character, the correct answer is almost always jump away. Because out of his down throw, he's got amazing air dodge traps, like truly amazing. Like if you air dodge and he reads it, he's gonna forward smash you and you'll die at 40.
Yeah.
And if you try and attack, he can wait out and space it out with a sword or counter it or something like that. But jumping, he doesn't really have a whole lot. That comes with character knowledge. In that situation, in those sort of cases, I would honestly recommend sitting in training mode with each character and sort of seeing what they can do.
Yeah.
The issue, it then becomes hard. It becomes harder for this sort of stuff against higher level characters who aren't particularly weak against any particular option. Like if a Sonic spin dashes you and sends you up, like what the fuck are you gonna do? You're just gonna have to figure it out. But landing is difficult. If you get sent way up and like they're not chasing you, I would suggest doing like a forward air or something just to get yourself out of tumble, because getting out of tumble means that Z air is actually now an option. Now it's obviously not something you're going to want to use normally, but it is the least laggy landing option you have.
Yeah.
And if you're able to like retreat it and put the hitbox there, then it's pretty much you get to land for free. Anyway, I'm not really sure. I mean, the thing is, like, Lucas's like design makes him weak defensively, so it's not huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are right, Quirk. They can catch jumps with the forward air, but yeah, exactly. It is the most optimal option to pick, because the thing is that kill percentages, he can't hit you with anything there either, as long as you DI it the right way. So most of that comes with knowledge. I already know you watch a lot of stuff, like you watch a lot of gameplay. Yeah. I would suggest trying to search out character guides for every character.
Yeah, like you said about the art of Smash things. Just
yeah, but like I don't hugely rate Izor.
I know, but
he does. But like yeah, but like that's all general knowledge of the character, which is helpful. Anyway, so that's about. So if you can try and keep notes of that, the sort of stuff I've said.
Yeah.
It's mostly down to just habits. like your get up off the ledge every time or landing with aerials every time.
Yeah.
The landing with aerials thing would be much more acceptable if you were playing a sword character, but you're not, so.
It's not like I can never do it. It's just like
yeah.
Do it so much that it's obvious.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we might as well play this game out because there's no timer stopping us, so let's go.
Oh, yeah.
And try and keep note of the things I've said as well. See, there we go. That's the mix. Good stuff. Nice. Oh, haha. Yeah, very good. I got the sour spot as well, which is what I wanted. Because like what I was saying about what I need to tell you about your spacing is it's always that you have the same sort of timing whenever you do your Zair and forward airs.
Like as I'm just feeling.
Yeah, so it's doing it like it's just trying to do it like try and intentionally do it at a different time, like wrong timing.
Yeah, it's just like sometimes when I just try and Zair, if I try and Zair when I jump, then I have to do a full hop like that.
Yeah. Well, like rather than do it as you're falling, just do it just as you're getting to the apex of your jump.
Oops.
Wow. Okay. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is fine. Wait until, yeah, I was going to say, like, wait until an option arises. I'm not having anything to do with that. You came up to 4 demi, didn't you? So you saw what I meant about you know you zoning and me finding my way in on the gaps. It is harder to find my way in through zoning on Wi-Fi, but that it's still possible. Right, I gotta plug my phone in real quick.
This VOD will be uploaded, right?
Yeah, no, I'll put this on my YouTube channel so you can easily come back and watch through stuff.
Okay, yeah. Because I was gonna make notes, but I'll just rewatch it and make notes while I'm...
Yeah, that's fine. So we've got about another half hour or so.
Yeah.
So rather than me just kind of telling you stuff, is there anything in particular that you want to know or you want like some assistance on?
I'm not sure.
No?
I don't know. There might be, but probably not.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go MK.
Meta Knight.
Yeah.
So trying to get through the zoning will be harder with Meta Knight, but I have better burst movement, so you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realised trying to do these combos on Wi-Fi is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. We didn't have time.
3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
go!
Still doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
It takes a while to...
yeah, it'll take a while to get used to it. So. Ah, the lag in the middle just. See, that was good. That was a good F tilt. Try and really focus on not letting me through to dash attack or dash grab you. Because that is essentially all MK can do is dash grab you. But I'm not even really focusing on getting the combos, I'm just focusing on trying to stop you from letting me in. Nice. Nice. Going that was cool. Dude, what was that? What was that for there for? Okay. Oh well. Yeah, playing MK on Wi-Fi is not the one.
No, I can tell.
Oh, God, it's killing my ears. But yeah. So like, it's obviously difficult to keep MK out, but you know. That was better because you I couldn't really tell if you were gonna PK fire or Zare.
Yeah.
There's a specific area where both options are perfectly viable. So trying to keep into that area is pretty ideal.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna see how you deal with zoning a bit. I'm gonna pick Wii Fit. Like, in theory, this shouldn't be a problem, but we all know it doesn't quite work out as easy as that.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, what a thing to mash out with. Nice. Swine. Good jab. So you gonna... Alright, okay then. Huh. Jesus, really? The way how the ball came and hit me as well. Nice. Oh, I deserve it. Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ. What a time to get lag. Oh. Jesus Christ, this character needs some help. Oh my lord. Alright. Yeah, burning. I know up throw, but it doesn't kill unless I've got deep breathing. Yeah, I need to deep breathing to have an actual kill throw. It's very annoying. But yeah.
Survival.
Let me just get off that character forever. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a few tests to try and see if you've like improved at all from what I've been saying. So I'm going Sonic, and this is pretty much purely to stop you from like landing in dumb ways, okay?
Yeah. Because
that's what Sonic does. I've already done the thing about your zoning and not leaving too big of gaps and keeping the timing a bit, mixing up the timing.
Yeah. But I mean, I know this matchup, if I land with something, he's not going to run into it. He's just going to wait until I do something like that. He can punish.
Yeah, and the fact that he can just just not care about what you've done and go through it with a spin dash. It's going to be harder to do on Wi-Fi.
Sonic, no timer.
Oh, I'm not that one. I'm a 2014 Sonic. Oh wow, 2 minutes. That was a good option to retreat to the platform. So that was a good forward there, by the way, because I couldn't really do much about it because you'd spaced it quite well when you were retreating. Yeah, you were kind of just in a bad situation there, man.
Yeah.
Because you'd already burnt your jump, so it was like... But I'm aware this is supposedly a very difficult matchup for you.
Yeah. I don't know, it depends on
But yeah, you see that landing with offensive option into offensive option got you slapped. Good. Oh crap. Yeah, so that was just a bit unfortunate with the offstage stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I should really probably leave you to
Let's do that again sometime.
yeah, I should really probably just leave you to recover because that's not what I'm trying to punish here. But I can definitely see why this matchup supposedly asked for Lucas. So yeah, this time I'm literally just going to focus on trying to catch your landings. Because there was a period of about 3 or 4 times where you'd landed with something in a bit of a silly position.
Yeah.
And I then spin dashed you. And like getting hit by a spin dash really does like stick on you because you're like, oh man, I just took like 20% from this fast motherfucker.
That's so much damage.
Yeah. Shout out to Sonic up air, like killing, like auto cancelling the frame the hitbox disappears. It means that if you do it properly, Sonic's up air is +6 on block. You'll never get that, but like it's just the fact that it's there. Yeah, good there. Oh wow, what?
I wasn't holding down anything.
Yeah, that was strange. Nice. True combo. Trying to do the sliding one.
Yeah.
Good jump. The late jump kind of threw me off a little bit, so that's good. Good, yeah, Sonic, that's ironically enough, that's also Sonic's weakness. His landing. Good. Yeah, no, see, that's another thing. Like, that's not something you do normally, but that is something to keep track of. Do you ever play, like, Street Fighter or, like, 2D fighters at all? Like, normal 2D fighters?
That was almost too easy.
Alright, so there's a thing... we'll, tell you what, we'll play a couple more. I'll switch off Sonic. Unless you want me to keep doing it so you can try and learn against it, or I can switch off.
I honestly don't care.
Okay, that's true. Alright, and I'll switch to Cloud, then have a couple of serious games. Now I'll explain to you the concept of corner control in which is like a 2D fighter thing, but it absolutely applies to Smash 4 as well.
Yeah. Wait, is that where they're like back against the wall and you're just trying to like stop them from getting past?
Pretty much, yeah. That was pretty much what I was doing right at the end there.
Yeah, nice. I was just trying to go for a mix-up of just like running past without...
Yeah. In most situations like that, you have to be like, okay, I really need them to commit to something now.
3, 2, 1, go!
What a punish. Nice. Normal kill. Oh, you did do it. No, don't worry, I'm bad at this game. I can't punish that. Please.
Time that sort of thing.
Oh, it's too high. My rage. Alright, that's fair. Should be dead. Did you wait?
I think I rolled.
Oh, okay.
I rolled just the second you pressed it.
Alright. Alright. But yeah, we'll give it a couple more.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the whole thing about corner pressure. And then we'll call it a day, and hopefully that'll be helpful enough for Albion.
Yeah, we'll definitely have that one.
That's good. You all, of course, need to, like... I mean... The issue that I think that a lot of people do when they do stuff like Wi-Fi, when they do stuff like For Glory, is they go on For Glory, it's like, okay, I'm going on here for the sole purpose of beating this player. But like, what a lot of people should do is look, if they find someone decent, and be like, okay, I need to try and make sure I do this versus this player.
3, 2, 1,
But then other people will do stuff differently.
Yeah, everyone does stuff differently. That's the thing. You have to make sure. I mean, like, I'm obviously like I obviously jump around a lot. Like, I jump way too much.
That's just like for...
No, that's from Brawl mainly.
Oh, okay.
Like, I do dash attack a lot. That's just personal habits that have come from playing this game, like how I play the game. Everyone's gonna do it differently. You have to be able to figure out how they like to do stuff, how you can abuse them for it. Like, there's a good article which a friend of mine, Vermin Ubis, wrote about player matchups versus character matchups.
Yeah.
And you can do the player matchup, or you can like do the character matchup all you want, but like at the end of the day, you've got to beat the player. That was bad. Oh, okay, I lost it. See, now you had me with that jump there, so you did a lot of damage for it. Good weight. Oh, I'm a fraud. Come on, let me do the bullshit. Finishing touch. But someone won't let me. That said, you need to challenge these down airs with like pivot grab. Your down air, your pivot grab lingers for long enough to not have to worry about like timing it just at the last second. As long as you do it as I'm coming down, like that you were just
doing now that you said it, even though it's for practice, but.
I knew. See, in that situation, I was like, well, he's in a range where he's not comfortable, so he wants to get away so he can get back to his zoning. So I thought if I throw this, it's gonna catch whatever zoning option he's gonna use.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's not like you did something majorly wrong there. It's just something that has happened, and it's like, okay, they knew what I wanted to do. You got to kind of do things like that when you're playing against people. You got to understand roughly what they want to do with their character.
Yeah.
All right, one more. Do you want me to go anyone in particular?
Let's see. I don't really know.
No. All right. Well, I'm gonna go like just to laugh and like hate myself a little bit. And then after this, we can sit on the stage again, and I'll bring up the classroom, and we'll do we'll do like corner pressure, because that's going to be quite a big thing for you as a Lucas.
Yeah.
Because in your quest to zone everything to hell, you're gonna put yourself in the metaphorical corner quite a lot.
Yeah.
Run for the connection. I think it's mostly okay. No, it's not.
As you say that.
Alright, let's just go. Oh, the lag, please.
I can't get any follow-ups either.
Man, that felt good.
What?
What? Good job. Oh, I wanted it. That's fine. I was like, I'm gonna go for the most BM thing ever. Now, what do we say about running off the platform with areas?
But then, I just want to do it as a no mix-up.
The no mix-up is only like the most severe form of mind game that doesn't like really work for the most part.
Just let it happen.
It's like a literal version of, it's like an unpoliceable version of top player privilege. If you're a bad player, it's a bad habit. If you're a good, well, if you're like not a top level player, it's a bad habit. If you're a top player, it's the no mix-up. Again. Nice. Landing with aerials again, I see.
I know, but I thought you'd be...
No. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so the connection seems to have gone to hell.
Oh, winner is...
No sympathy from me.
But yeah, anyway, so we'll just go sit on the stage. Actually, I don't even need to be on Wi-Fi anymore, so I can perhaps save my bitrate slightly and go into training mode. So that'll be it for gameplay today. I'll sit in training mode for a little bit and explain the whole ordeal. Then I'll take this blasted headset off. But yes, Crispy, it's the classic, you know. It didn't work, therefore it was dumb. It did work, so you're a genius. It's just in the chat. But, Alright, I've just taken my headset off, but I can probably still hear you if you just talk for me real quick.
Yeah, fine.
Alright, cool, fantastic. So, let's see, info off. Let's see, what, oh yeah, I was saying about corner pressure. Okay, I don't even need to have it on there. So, the basics of corner pressure is, let me just turn you around so the camera gets bigger. So, in normal fighting games, and I'm gonna try and draw a box to kind of explain it. There's like a stage. Obviously, there's like the floor, and then you have the corners. And you'll start like, and in fighting games you start like here. And then depending on how you play, you'll be moved back or forward. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, as a whole, like, I mean, it's no coincidence that pretty much all combos send people the way they were, like, you know, send it in the direction that the aggressor was facing. Because the concept of stage control is that the more stage you have, the better you're doing, or the better of a position you're in. So for example, like in this current situation with our current characters, like in the same sort of, sorry, I've jumped too far ahead. So there's essentially, there is the same sort of deal with Smash, where you don't have the edge of you don't have the edge like where there's a wall where you have nowhere else to go. You've got the ledge, which is where you now have nowhere else underneath your feet. You can still work off here, off to the sides, but now you're in a situation where your options are severely limited. Characters like Falcon, Roy, Meta Knight, they pretty much all thrive on having the space to move around and scare you with their movement. Now you've got the corners here. You know, that's essentially in your head you're walled. So as a general rule, you start like here, and then as you play more, you'll like as someone like gets a combo. So for example, like you do a down throw, we'll just do a forward air because I can't do Lucas combos. But now you've got more of the stage control, and she's got nothing left. This is the sort of situation that you want to be in, because it's like, okay, now you've got to try and get in a better position. You don't have any way of retreating, so I can do my zoning stuff here. No, stay there. I can do my zoning stuff for free, just sat here. And they can't really retreat and punish it. They can come forward, but they can't go back, if you get me. So the situation that I've noticed you would put yourself in a lot is that as you're zoning and the person's coming towards you, which is totally normal for a zoner, by the way, is that they'll be gradually be going back, and then suddenly you're here, and suddenly the opponent is right on top of you. I'll turn them around real quick. So suddenly it's like, suddenly you're like this, and you now have nowhere else to zone. And I drew a diagram for this actually, I drew a diagram of this for Etano Circus, and he still goes on about my dumb drawings. But it's essentially a case of you need to make sure that when you're doing stuff, you're not constantly putting yourself in a bad position. So like you'd say like, let's get colours up. Everyone likes using different colours. So you're in the green here. You know, you're all good to keep going back here. Retreat a little bit. That's chill. Retreat a little bit. Now you're back into neutral because you've lost it. Because you're in like a pretty normal stage position. So now you're still zoning, but like they've still got space to run away. Because we all know that your stuff only hits as far as like here. That is your effective range, shall we say. Oh, that ended up getting way bigger than it should have been. Whatever. There, your effective range. And they've still got all of this bit to move around. Then you keep going backwards. And this is what happens when you play against someone who's more patient than me. I'm not a particularly patient player. They'll keep walking forward and making you do stuff. Particularly you being a character without any real form of like burst pressure. You don't have like a fast dash attack or a particularly fast option in front of you ever, really.
Yeah, it's just like that match I played with Crispy.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, you gradually be getting pushed back, and they're like walking towards the corner, and now you're right at the edge of the stage.
Yeah.
And you have nowhere else to go. You are now stuck here, and you have to roll through them somehow, or find a way through them, or run out of space to go. This is where spacing tilts on the shield is good. Like your forward tilt and down tilt are both extremely keep people really honest because they're so fast. As a whole, you just need to try and make sure you don't corner yourself. Like the thing that I was referring to in particular was when we were playing, and I need to get it the right color. Let's see. That's the route smash. That's the smashable platform. It's over here. It's off the side of the stage, and you decided, I'm gonna go jump up there. I'm gonna go land on that platform. Let's see if I can make this work. So now you're on the platform, and me as Sonic, I was sat right here. Yeah, what a good Sonic. And by putting yourself on the platform, you kind of gave yourself nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So in that situation, it is entirely on me to make the mistake. In that situation, if I play it right, you're gonna have a really hard time getting back onto the stage. There's like very few characters where being on the platform is a good thing. Cloud is one of them.
Yeah.
But like that's like obviously a last resort, a retreat option. But wait, obviously you put yourself on that platform, and then as you tried to get off, I hit you with a back air, and that took the stock. So it's just keeping your eye out for those sorts of things to make sure you don't leave yourself with less options. There's some videos. So go on.
I was gonna say, what would have been the good thing to do in that situation?
Yeah. Well, against Sonic, because he doesn't have an air grab of any sort. He doesn't have like a command grab like Wario's Bite or anything like that. So the best option is to literally just wait. If you've put yourself on the platform, you have to wait for me to do something. Or do something that's like not gonna allow me to follow up right away. And that would be jumping to hit you with an up air or a back air.
Yeah.
So in the situation where you got hit by the back air, if you'd have waited, if you'd have shielded it, you could have then dropped through and you would have been mostly okay.
Yeah.
However, it's a much more complicated situation against characters like Wario, DDD. I mean, DDD's bad anyway, but you know, like those characters with like grabs. That's why Diddy is such a pain in the ass, because he's got a command grab as well.
Yeah.
So that's like, in those such situations, you just don't want to put yourself in the platform period, because then you're completely at their mercy.
Would the best thing against those characters then just be like try and jump and then they try and go for something like command grab and land while they're stuck in the magic that or whatever?
For the most part, yeah, but trying to get just not putting yourself on the platform period is the best call, really.
Yeah. If I'm stuck in that position. Then...
Yeah, if you're stuck in that position, then yeah, I would probably it's just literally a case of seeing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. In situations where you're like, if I refer it to it as a soft defensive position or a soft disadvantage state, because obviously a true disadvantage state is when you've been like knocked flying and you're up in the air and you're being juggled.
Yeah.
But like being on the platform is like a soft disadvantage state. I mean that's just how it is. That's like the stage control thing. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I can really give you now. I can't really, try and tell you about something that's not there for me to pick up on. You're definitely way more solid than you were when I played you a couple of months back. Like you've definitely improved since you first come along to things, which goes without saying, really. Hopefully you can do some sort of work in your pool at Albion. Trying to get out will be really hard,
Yeah.
But
how many people are in pools?
it's looking like there's going to be 8 or 9 people in each pool.
Oh, that's not a lot.
Yeah.
It's going to be round robin, so style.
Yeah, it'll be round robin, so you'll get plenty of games, but it's top 2 through, so
Yeah, I don't expect it.
Yeah. Anyway, I now need to set out various Albion stuff. So I hope this has been helpful for you.
Yeah, it's been great, thanks.
Fantastic.
Just rewatch it and take notes and stuff.
Yeah, the VODs are back on my channel. I will upload it as a YouTube video now, like the whole 2 hours. And then I'll link you to that as well, so you can keep track of it and take notes.
Okay.
And hopefully that will all be good for you.
Yeah, that's great.
Right, well I'm gonna actually turn the stream off anyway because I gotta be busy. So
yeah.
So hopefully it's been helpful. Thanks to the half dozen or so people who have tuned in to watch as well. And I'll hopefully start streaming again soon. I'll talk to you later, my guy.
Yeah.